The priority action is to ensure gender equality at all levels. GAGE research and other national level research showed that adolescent girls and young women in Ethiopia have limited voice and agency in involving in decision making at household, community, and the national levels. Our research clearly indicates that adolescent girls in particular couldn't move even within the community without parental supervision due to fear of sexual violence that may happen to them when they move away from their home. They also fear that, particularly when they go to, for example, secondary schools, sexual violence is a widespread phenomenon in the rural areas, so parents are so concerned about that, and they are not happy to send them to the schools. In addition to that, as compared with boys and the young men, adolescent girls and young women have very limited opportunities to engage in the country's political process. Even though the government has recently is doing well in involving women in the politics and other social domains of the public, the role of adolescent girls in particular is still limited. So in order to ensure that the government wants to achieve the sustainable development goals in relation to gender equality, the government and other stakeholders should facilitate a mechanism through which girls can be heard and their decision making can be ensured at all levels. I think it is important to focus on improving the quality of education for both girls and boys, and to focus on how adolescent girls and young women in particular can have access to secondary education. As we go from primary to secondary level, the number of adolescent girls who are attending secondary schools is so low, and it means that after completing primary schools, adolescent girls are either dropped out of school and then migrating or facing child marriage. So education is a huge instrument to help adolescent girls to improve their well-being in the future and to escape, as I said, child marriage and also forced migration.